Right, so if we say, I'm on a track day and I can see flames coming out of here, which is quite possible because the turbo is right there.
Yeah.
How would I attack this with the fire stick?
Last thing you want to do with any extinguisher, not just the fire stick, you don't want to be getting that bonnet, if I find this, and then whipping it up.
And it was just...
What's going to happen, you're going to let a load of air in and it potentially could come back in your face. So if you're on a track day and stuff like that, you're normally going to be in, like, you know, fireproof stuff. But the idea is, even if it's just your normal car, is don't lift it all the way up, do the catch. Be careful, this might be hot, but if you caught it early enough, this ain't going to be too hot, so just be careful of that. And if you've got your gloves on, what you want to do is you want to have it almost to your back. You want to get your vapor or your normal extinguisher, okay? And you want to be getting the vapors in there or the extinguisher in there, and you're lifting it bit by bit. And as you're doing this, you're kind of getting in there. What you don't want to do, you don't want to lift this up, because what it's going to do is going to get a load of air in.
Whereas, like, if you've worked it in there as you're lifting it, there shouldn't be
and of course,
too much on top.
With a, you know, it's not going to be perfect. The fire's not going to be sitting right there,
you
know, like
isolated to one small spot.
Where you can just do that. It's going to be somewhere hidden just as well. The great thing with the fire stick, you can get it in the nooks and crannies and get it.
I was literally just about to say if I could borrow this, because the turbo's at the back, so you could quite easily get it safely as long as flames aren't coming out.
That's it. Well, you're working it backwards.
I mean, you can barely see that on camera now. That's nearly touching the turbo. So.
And we've had customers where the fire's been on a mid-engine or something at the back,
and they've got a small little tiny bonnet that lifts up, and
they've managed to actually put the fire out by nuking it in there. Don't forget, this is the really important thing. This has got flames coming out of it. Don't bother doing it. Get yourself to safety.
You're past. I mean, you could. I guess you could start it and put it somewhere safe if it's safe to do so, but it could also...
How much is it going to do, realistically? Get yourself to safety, don't bother if it's coming licking out. What we don't want to do is tell people, like, you know, it's not a magic stick. It's about catching the fire early enough, getting it down. If it's already established, get yourself to safety. With the old classic cars, and I know this has happened because we haven't got the under tray and the protective bit, someone's done is left the bonnet, they've actually activated it, and what they've done is they've just left it there. And what's happened, the vapors have gone through the engine, hit the bonnet, and come back down. And it's kind of repressed that fire and actually held it back where the fire's dropped down, then they've come up and then they've done it.
I think that's the importance with that.
Old cars.
is how to use it, isn't it? That's the key thing, is knowing what to use it on and how to use it. But like you said, if for aid of escape, 100% use it.
If it's safe to do so.
If the fire's massive, you got to take it's not safe to do so. But no, I think that's brilliant. Thank you for showing me that, because I think it's important that people know, even with a traditional extinguisher, how to attack that. Because I would quite happily just open the bonnet.
And this is where it is. You open that bonnet, you've let in a load of oxygen, and then the small fire's gone into a bigger one really quickly. So it's important.